One of the questions that I get from people very commonly is, will this work with WordPress? Where this, in that sentence, is usually some nifty looking effect they found on the web. The answer, almost always, is yes. So there's three really important things that you should know here, in that WordPress doesn't care what HTML you use in your theme. WordPress doesn't care what CSS you use in your theme. WordPress doesn't care about JavaScript either. It doesn't care what you do with any of these technologies in your theme. It just doesn't matter. It's just there to help you serve up content. So let's take a look at an example. On the web here, on one of my websites, there's this article called Creating a Slick Auto-Playing Featured Content Slider. So let's go down. I'm going to scroll down and click the View Demo button and take a look at the demo for this article. You can click these little thumbnails here and it'll slide around and show you different content panels. So this is what one of those emails might have been about. It might have been, will this work with WordPress? And it's absolutely yes, it will. So let's take a look. I'm going to go back to the article and click the Download Files button and download this example. I'm going to drag this folder onto the TextMate icon and open it up as a project. Then I'm going to open up the index.html file that came with this. And look at what's going on here. There's some JavaScript files being loaded. There's a CSS file being loaded. So if you want to use this, of course, you're going to need to load those scripts in that CSS as well. Then down here we have the HTML that's making this thing happen. Looks like there's a wrapper and another wrapper, and then each one of those panels that we are looking at looks like it's got one of these div with a class of panels. So we just talked about the WordPress loop in the last chapter. This looks like a good opportunity to have a loop that would output each one of these panels, doesn't it? So if we open up our theme, we're going to need to probably open up the header.php file, load our scripts and our CSS up there. Then maybe we'll make a custom template like we did for our product, only it will be for the special page that you want to use the slider on. And that page maybe will conditionally load those scripts in that CSS. Then we'll have a loop, and that loop will output those panels. So that's how you would approach using something like that you found on the web with WordPress. And we're going to be covering how to use JavaScript in more detail in future movies. But let's take a look on the web at another website. This is a WordPress-powered website, and it's using this exact example that we just looked at on their homepage. This is the Slick Auto-Playing Featured Content Slider. This is a WordPress-powered site, and this is their implementation of it. So if you find some nifty-looking effect on the web, it's powered by JavaScript, HTML, CSS, the answer is yes, absolutely, it will work with WordPress.